And here we are, of all things, on the Warlock. Yikes. Oof. Let's see what we can do with this guy. Finally. We got stuff, we got stuff. We don't got stuff, sad face.
Mike, a merchant, a merchant.
Alright, where be them dungeons? The ship is returned. Hey, what's going on, Devil? I am seeing what I can do with this Warlock. He's not super far behind. He's got most of this stuff unlocked. I'm just a little behind on the Spell Plague, so I'm trying to get him to where he can run Spell Plague 2. This I think would be character number 7. Warlocks. Man. I don't know how people play this class all the time. It has its moments when it's fun. Like that. Just make stuff explode. Oh man, that never-ending farm, I'll tell you what. I think this guy has keys though, yeah? I'm gonna get him to run a couple FBI so I can get some gear. See, Curse Bite's weird. Sometimes it'll activate and sometimes it won't. Like, it activated, but it didn't do any damage. Just super strange. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and hit him, hit him, hit him, put that down, mark, and boom. That's an interesting setup. Mark them, then hit the Flames of Empowerment, then do another double curse mark, and like that, and boom. However, he didn't get hit, even though he was marked. Super strange. Yeah. This Warlock ain't half bad. We're getting out of here. These guys want to fight. Dang. All the bases have been taken. This map looks sad. Yeah, I can't even go into the dig site above it. Crap. Suppose we'll just do HEs then. See how this guy fares in a HE by himself. Hopefully somebody comes to save me. I don't want to do this on my own. Dang, there's enemies everywhere. Now don't you run from me. Boom. That's right, run into all your little friends. It's just me over here. Lame. Alright, come here, big guy. Oh no, I've been stunned. This is bad news. This character has 0 lifesteal. It's the worst. Wait, why am I way over here? That's odd placement. I guess there was no other campfire to put me at.
You have my sword. Now show me who to kill.
Dang. Dang. You need more lifesteal than that, girly. Alright, I suppose we should approach this a little smarter since we're not the highest of deeps. Not if that noise, we're going straight in. Just going a little better than the last time. Hey, where were you at last time when I needed some helps? Wow. This jerk. What? Not even the person I targeted. What kind of nonsense? This game. Cheat. Dumb. I got immune, but somehow I still got pushed. There we go. What do we get? Garbage. Cool. Well, actually, it's about the same rewards you'd get in FBI. Or not FBI, but Spell Plague. Which that's just weird. That kills me. You get better rewards from HEs than you do in Spell Plague. Because I guess at least the HEs, it's guaranteed that you're going to get rank 5. Blah. Okay. Yeah, that should put us over the limit. Dig sites around. Suppose I can grab that sewer. Yeah, this is the way. Oh my, oh my. Not sure what it is, but the Warlock is... I see what people mean. He does need a little bit of a buff. Just a little bit. Did they just laugh at him? Bunch of jerks. The winged worms. Oh, come on. You made me do this again. Somewhere along the way, things died. How? Mystery. Curse Bite's pretty dope. Seer sucks. Alright, dailies are over. I suppose I could go to Somi, but... do maps. Yuck. This will not be the treasure hunter stream tonight. That was odd. Where does that put me? About like 50 something? 60? Yeah. If I wanted to, I guess I could get a boon. But then I'll just be even further behind. What does that mean? I'd have spell play unlocked on Sunday? Was it 25 a day? Did I already do the weekly? Yeah, I did. I need to be a hero though on this guy. But I guess I'll settle for just being a regular old guy. Check all them boxes, see what happens. In the interim, I suppose we'll do maps while we queue.
Why aren't we fighting yet?
Nope. Where are you gonna take me? What's that in the middle of the map? Yeah, that's the boat on the island wrecked across from the other boat. So it's that here. Boat on the island wrecked, crossing the other boat, facing that way. So it has to be on that island, I'm guessing. I don't know, people are making some really bold assumptions when they ask for DODC. Like, they're assuming that the DO actually spec'd into the right things and are using the right powers. Like, you fool around and get a DO, and you find out, oh, they don't even know what Terrifying Insight is. Jeez. That has happened before. And I was just like, dang, aren't you glad you got a DO? Is this the island? How do I get on it? Or can I get on it? There we go. This is interesting because some of the maps look just like the picture, like this one does from this point of view. But some of them are just like, where on earth is that? Like it gives you like this bird's eye view that you could only see. Wait, where's that one at? Is that over here? I think that's on one of these dumb islands. I think that island. Can't remember. I gotta brush up on my map skills.
Bad guys.
Just to know where all these things are at. Let's see, it was on the island with the little hut, which I would imagine is that island. Because that one just has the one on it, and it's just the bear. Man, Q's are looking bleak. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just as soon as I was about to start talking crap, here we are. In the realm of Malabog, in his castle, nonetheless. Alright. DC, save me. Where are... Oh, because I was on a boat. That's why I have no companion. Stupid. I was like, I know I'm weak, but I ain't that weak. Jeez. Let's try this again. There we go. Those are numbers. Okay, it's gotta be this HR doing the deeps. Kaboom. Okay, well, we'll go back and get these other two that nobody else got. Just derping along. Jeez, bro. Getting killed over here. Yeah, how's a tank tie in there? Oh man, this is where I die. I lived. In DC, like, after the fact cast spells. That's cool. And my device decided to randomly restart. That's cool. Oh, do I happen to know what the best Guardian Fighter or Gwyff build is? That I do not. Ah,
Now that
slotted the
I
wrong
control
thing.
this dragon, I will rule all Saradar!
Nope. We'll need to change that back, swap that, and there.
Malabog, you dead fool! I will take back my orb of dragon kind. And my dragon. Thames, slay these mortals!
Oops, raining. Oh no. Suppose we could just hop to the fence.
You stepped into my killing ground. It's a Guardian fighter back here. Don't die. See if I can get in the picture.
How dare you slay my dragon? No matter. I have ways of bringing him back. We shall meet again.
So a little further to the left then? I guess I'd have to be standing right here. The photobomb people. And no drops. Daily key. About the same rewards you would get out of... Aha! I'm in the water now. About the same rewards you would get out of Spell Plague. Wait, am I even going to the right island? I hope so. Yeah, because that one doesn't have anything on it.
Looking at the bad guys.
That's on this side, I believe. Think over here? Here? Yeah, over here. Yep, up there on that little shelf. And then let's see if we can sneak up on this guy. We can, yes.
Hiding yet?
And then drop down over here. And then sneak a run up here, or not. And boom. There we go. Blah. There we go. And again, oh come on, dude. Why you gotta come back? Just let me have this in peace. Cool, out of here. Don't you dare. I'm gonna open this and it's gonna be the same map. That'd be hilarious. Alright, that's on this side, somewhere over there. Actually, can I get there from this island? Yeah, I can get there from this side. So it just means I have to go up and then back on the front side. So I think it's on that shelf up there.
Have my sword. Now show me.
I guess I am going to be the treasure hunter extraordinaire tonight. See what we can do. No more Malbogs. Yikes. Anything can happen. Yeah. So I go up here, then run behind. Skip these little bears. Oh my god. I made this thing where you like can't jump it. Oof. That was dumb. And there we are. Ugh. It's like way over here somewhere. What do we get? What do we get? PowerPoints it is. What do I do with a PowerPoint? We shall decide later. I suppose in that, yeah. Oh. No text and drive, folks.
Pointing at the enemies.
Are you for real? That bear is out to get me. I swear.
Show me who to kill.
Grab me some water.
Pointing at the enemies.
Alright, some Kessels.
Slay the living.
Oh man, I'm by myself. This is not good. We're gonna see how we fare. Oh. Mm. See how this works out. Hmm. DC to save me. It's casting them chains. Uh-huh. Soul Puppet lives all of like 3 seconds.
I am Atar Kessel. I am the master of Crystal Tyrant.
This should be entertaining.
Come, my slaves, destroy these interlopers. Fools, you face the power of Great Cinnamon.
I would like to cast my daily. There we go. Uh-huh. Right there, I have no idea what was killing him. But it was killing him. Hooray for random warlock mechanics. I mean, does anybody ever make a Kessel's key? Blah. Well, I can't make keys. Nor would I want to. How many do you have already? I suppose we get you prepped for another one. After all, turning in all these maps will give you tons of on and blood.
Good choice, boss.
Let's see. We are maxed out on seals. This one was back over by the little bear that wants to bite me. What's going on there, Orcus? Or Orcsinglyph? Tonight is oddly enough Warlock night. Mainly because I forgot to do my dailies earlier. And I figured this guy needs some Von and Blood, so what better way than to do a few maps? Where's that one? Facing back towards Half Sunk Boat. So it's facing back that way, so it must be that island. Yeah. Almost checked the beaches. We're not going to protect the shores just yet. It's a rather large map.
Hit the enemies.
It's the fastest way straight through. You can go up and in and on the outside, I guess. Oop, give me on land, give me on land. There we go. And we'll swap to some powers. Well, suppose I will just... Q group remains in Q. So it's going to throw us in the map anyway? Is that what's about to happen?
Looking at the bad guys. Hit the enemies.
I guess I'm the 5th player. Well, you guys will just wait for me to fail on this map. I don't even know if this is the right location. It is. Cool. You know what? We'll get this map when we come back. What? No wisdom? Dang, man. Feels bad. Oh, appreciate the host there, John. Man, I feel sorry for anybody out there watching this. It's not a pretty sight. It's me on a warlock. Hitting them buttons like a pro. See, warlock numbers aren't really big. At least my warlock numbers aren't big. I've seen some warlocks wreck shop though. It's the junkie raid. Get him, Tank, get him. man. Warlock's interesting, I'll tell you that much. Terrible. How sad is this crit? Dang, 88%. It's awful times. Need to get them bondings up some more. Well, actually, probably just better gear in general. Explosion. Torque jerkin. Spider time. Wow. And hit in the back. That's some range. I thought I was far enough behind him, or far enough away from him. That bite has got some reach. What system? This is on PC there, kitty cat. Dang, somebody's poor companion just back here. Wow. I thought you were supposed to get invuln when you started that dash. It's weird. Anywho. Yep, PC. There, eat that, Mr. Spider. I was left to fend for myself. Yeah, generally one of the easiest ways to tell if it's either console versus PC is just looking at the name bars, because I think console, they don't have any real way to like adjust their HUD. Or at least everyone that I've seen, it all looks the same, so I'm assuming you can adjust it. And another one, easy way to tell is buff bars aren't truncated like they are on console. Dang. Stand fast. That means he went the middle tree. Oh no. Nobody warned this pally. Nobody told him the ways. Dang, I missed my fire weapons. AP game is kind of slow. Oh, nobody can pick it up. It's the best. And just thinking about that, I don't know why I did that dungeon when my seals are full.
Good choice, boss.
Alright, on that note, it's map number 8. We'll do 2 more turn in, and then call it an evening. And you are on that side of the world somewhere. Ow.
Kill.
Fish, fish, fish. Spend any money on this game? From time to time. I wouldn't say it's a thing where it's like, oh, I'm gonna spend like $20 every week. But like maybe every couple months, throw a 10 at it. I think I've spent $10 on worse things. But the way that the game is now, I don't know if they did this intentionally, but kind of made it to where like you don't have to spend anything at all on the game. Like you can be self-sustaining on the current economy. Now, it'll be a little tricky depending on how like when you started the game, but for the most part, like where I'm at, like I started when this game was in alpha. Um, so like I have enough characters and enough resources to just kind of keep playing the game and never actually have to throw anything into it. But I do it just because I like to speed things up occasionally. Or if I know I want to buy keys or something like that. Oof. Hurry up, double RP. Alright, last map. What is it? Where is it? How is it? Of course you'd be way on that side of the map. It's like over there. Don't bite me. Don't tase me, bro. Oh, that's bad news. Alright, right here's good. Yeah. Immune to that. Alright, while we sail away, do I have any relic weapons? Yes, I do. I have the Hexweaver's Pack Blade. I could use that RP that I picked up earlier to rank it up some more, but really there's... Oh, don't text and drive, folks. Really there's like not a whole lot of point right now, because I would still have to get the march to get there. And I think it's a minor, like really minor stat gain between the two. Between this level and the next level. But yeah, I'd still need to get a whole bunch for this one, because on my HR he has actually both his weapons legendary. Ah, bumping off the ice. Can I cut through there? Yeah, I guess I can just weave my way through. But all the farming here is for weapons for other characters, because I just got him on my great weapon fighter, so he's got a little bit to go before his is all the way ranked up. Let's see, I got these weapons on the SW, HR, CW. Dang, it's a lot of characters. Why did I stop on this island? Is it actually easier to cut this way? I guess it is. How long does it take? Oh, it's really just a matter of like how lucky you get in MSVA. Getting it to epic is not hard at all. Like that's actually the easy part. But getting it to legendary, like that's just luck. All right, can I get on the island from here? Yes, I can.
The enemies.
And this is actually how I got my weapons. Like I just farmed this for about maybe a couple weeks. The hardest part about making yeah, I keep saying the hardest part, but probably one of the more difficult things about making these weapons is making sure that you do the dailies in Sea of Moving Ice, because each one gives you the runic pieces. Forget what the hell they're called. I think I got a couple of them. There you go, like the reclaimed runes. So you would need so many for the main hand and then so many for the offhand, and then you'd be able to craft the weapons. So if you don't have them, then you just have to do dailies essentially to get them. So like even if you had all the resources and such, like the bibliothal and I can't remember if this one uses reliquary wax or whatever, like you would still be gated by time if you hadn't completed the campaign. Having trouble finding the parts? Yeah, I wish I could remember like what each of these take. Will it say in here? Storm King Thunder. Nah, it doesn't say. But actually, I'd probably just come down here see what I had to get. Let's see. So you would more likely need Evermelt Spring Water, Frozen Farm Mistletoe, the Mana Plaster, and Bibliothal. So those are the main things, and these drop randomly in HEs. I can't remember if you need Reliquary Wax or not, but you'll have to craft these with professions, and this costs like a whole bunch of lanolin to make. So if you wanted to do it yourself, then those are the parts. But outside of that, like you'd have to buy them, which I think wax goes for 500k. No, not beeswax. Reliquary, yeah, reliquary wax goes for 500k plus, and then bibliothal. It's another 520k. Mana blast, mama blast. It's another 530k. And the other ones aren't so bad, like the Evermelt and the Mistletoe. Yeah, it's 100k, 125k, 130k. Yeah. So, as you can see, like crafting them can be expensive, so it's probably just best to like save up and run dungeons and do dailies and such. And if you have enough tunes, then it becomes easier. Because like on this guy, I generally consolidate all my AD, which is why like this number always keeps going up. Um, and then I just make sure that I post listings and all that kind of stuff. So that way I can actually convert my AD to Zen eventually. And then when the prices um, start dropping low enough, then you can start buying Zen back at a lower price and selling it back at the 500. So you can start getting a very low ROI on your AD investments, but yeah, generally that's at least what I do to churn AD. And then there's the salvage. So like each day try to get enough characters to get 36k rough 80, and I think that's it for now. And then if I run that, yeah, I'll run Shores later on. That'll give me some 80. Yeah, that should give me a couple K 80 just because I did that. What was that other dungeon? Kessel's Retreat earlier. So that should count for my 2 skirmishes. I just did 2 dungeons. And yeah, after you get enough AD, either you can do it one of 2 ways. Like either you do maps until you do maps and HEs until you get enough of the what is it called, lanolin, or you just go ahead and just save up and buy them out. So you have to decide whether or not it's like worth the headache and trying to buy it out. So yeah, doing that will allow me to open this and salvage this guy, and salvage that guy. Yep, and then we'll run a dungeon, and then I'm pretty sure we'll get the salvage out of that one. That is how we made our AD for the day. But now it's time to open up all these maps, see how much refinement I get.
You just put me as the bad guys.
Alright, fishmonger. Alright, so how do we do this? We put on the boots, and then we drink. Which one is it? No, where's that other potion at? Am I really out? No. No. Lame. How many times I gotta do it? Once. Which character is my main? I think a lot of people would say that it's my paladin, quite possibly. It's just I play a lot of different tunes, so it's really hard to say because I'm really good with support classes. So I'm good with my paladin, good with my DC, good with my guardian fighter. Even though the guardian fighter is kind of shaky, it's not tank. It's not as good a tank as my paladin, that's for sure. Um, but I'd say probably my paladin's like my main character, the one that I'm the most comfortable with, and then it'd be my DC. Um, and then from there it would shift to DPS classes. I'm definitely really comfortable with the Hunter Ranger. Alright, so here we go. Okay, so we do that. And we got the boots on. Okay, we open the maps. Come on, relics. Come on, no fish. Give me some relics. Give me some fancy relics. The fanciest relics. Blood rubies, I like those too. You gonna give me another blood ruby? Can I have one more? Can I has blood ruby? Alright, I think we did alright. Yeah, I wasn't too shabby. Add you with the rest of your friends. Ugh, time to clean this out. This is awful. Wish I didn't have to. Yeah, it's got solid. I think the thing is, like, they're not big heals, but they're continuous heals, because it's the mechanic that it's the mechanic off the temptation that forces everybody to just kind of get heals off of where'd you go? Yeah, that guy. So yeah, basically, as long as like you're doing things, like people are getting healed, and it's just like it's cool and all. Um, Healing for me, like, I kind of look at it like in the same category as like a heal it in. Healing works in certain parts of the game, like at lower levels where like you're working harder against like just sort of surviving because you're not dealing enough damage to get through the thing. Healing is definitely like more beneficial, but towards like the end of the game where like you're sort of steamrolling stuff, like it becomes like trivial. Does that make sense? When did I start playing? Oh man, 2012. Then I definitely took quite a bit. I shouldn't even say started playing 2012. That's when the game was like behind the curtain and they were letting a few people get into it. Um, and then I think like 2013, like it actually became like a thing, like for an open beta. So I've been playing it since the early days, back when there was no refinement system, back when there were no artifacts. Man, I miss the no refinement system. That was great. Like all you had to do was have 4 of an enchant. You just had to have 4 of that, and you could craft it up with percentage-based chances. That's it. Everybody had rank 10s. But then they introduced this fun thing called refinement. Yuck. All right. I think that kind of helped, maybe. We'll see. Go down there. How much Vonneblad do we get? We got a fair amount. I mean, that's not bad at all for only 10 maps. I mean, what was I at? Yeah, for 10 maps, 7k Vonneblad. It's not awful. Alright, but what do we do with the rest of the stuff? Do we get lanolin? We got some lanolin. Look at that. We got some lanolin, some turtle molt. But more so, I'm interested in the refinement. Wait, is that all the refinement I got? I didn't get any other things? Dang. Let me see. Nope, that was it. Feels bad, man. But yeah, I took a huge break. Mod 6. That was the mod that like just sort of broke my heart there. Um, they made some decisions that I don't even know what the direction was on them. Removal of dungeons, just changing of just general like power mechanics, armor pin, the armor pin bug. That was that was like the final straw, and then completely overpowered classes. I mean, like the paladin made it to where players didn't even have to know how to play the game. If you had a paladin that had a permanent shield that took 100% of all damage, because like the way the bubble works now, it only takes about 60% and then reduces 60 with the stuff that he takes. But back in the day, it used to take 100% of the damage, and the damage that he took was reduced by, I want to say it was either 60 or 40%. Either way, it didn't really matter because he had like a bajillion HP, and because everybody else was taking 0 damage, they could just steamroll content. Not to mention Into the Fray had no. It was based on DR. So it had like no limit as far as the amount of damage you could boost for somebody. Like you had Guardian fighters with like 260% DR. Like, what do you even do with that much DR? But they weren't using it for damage resistance. They were using it for the fray buff. So there's just a lot of stuff that was just busted. You're worried that it may die out and off of PC? Um, I'm not concerned about the game itself dying out. It has enough interest. So that's sort of why, like, I stream as often as I do. I try to stream. Well, I'd like to stream more often, but I stream just to try to keep some folks who are interested that want to watch or just want to see like what the game is about. An opportunity to kind of see it from different player perspectives, because I notice that there's a lot of folks that are specialists. I'm pretty much a generalist when it comes to this. Like, I know a lot about all the classes, but I don't have like best in slot for all of them. So, and especially since I'm more specialized in support classes than anything else, like no matter what game it is. So in this one, like, I just want people to understand that you can still have fun playing the game as a support class, not you don't have to be the lead singer. You don't have to be the superstar all the time. Like, you're the superstar doing the stuff behind the curtain. Like, my DC is a really, really strong buff. Plus, it has like some really cool DR tricks. Um, can turn everybody tanky. Uh, my paladin has like some really good buff mechanics as well, as far as power sharing, that kind of stuff. Yeah, the Ilion set was like over the top. Um, well, that's because they didn't anticipate the game like damage scaling like that, because the suit was like the entire set was percentage based for damage, which that's crazy. Because like, say the game hits a point where like think strongholds, right? Um, where you're fighting the stronghold dragons, which have like a ton of HP. But if the SW's like suit is proccing damage percentage based of their HP, like, it doesn't matter what your HP is. It's always going to chisel off percentages. Like, if you had 10 HP or 10,000 HP, freaking 3% is 3%. Which is why, like, then it was like you couldn't keep up with damage for warlocks. Hell, for that note, CWs with high vizier sets, um, high profit sets on the DCs. Man, those are some great times. Sure, sure. Feel free to add me in game. Oh, appreciate the subscribe there. Alright, it is time for me to go protect the beaches, the shores of Turin. Can't remember if I've done my weeklies or not. It's a Power Ranger.
Greetings, adventure. All is quiet.
I do not wish to talk to you.
Can the Harpers the cult?
Can the Harpers depend on me? Yeah, they can. See if we get any bites. Was I around when the Orca set one-shot everything? Yeah. Yeah, I think there was like that weird bug where like CWs were putting down icy terrain and like just killing everything. It's just stupid. Yeah, it's all kinds of nonsense. Wait, what is this? PT. Shouts here, right. I mean, do you really need a DC for MC? These guys. Does VIP rank reset? I don't believe so. Are you asking like if the timer runs completely out? That I don't know. Recently played with, clear that. Boom. Get out of here. Man, yeah, it's definitely been some strange bugs over the years. I was around when when they introduced the paranoid delusion and it froze dragons. Oh man, it was insane. Just had like weird CC effects. Same thing with I think the warlock Hadar's grasp was CC and stuff. Oh, that daily Gates of Hell, like that was CC and everything. It's weird. Oh, cancel. And uncheck the box. Wait, what? Drop in here and then leave. Wow. Dang, man. Oh, come on, guys. It's ESOT. I mean, seriously. I'd solo queue if I could. Come on, mans. Let's roll. Alright, time to protect the beaches. Alright. Delicious DC buffs. Inflation is serious business, man.
The power of lightning protects me!
Boom. Called the cultist. Man, I remember the old bonding mechanic where if they were different ranks, they would stack individually. So people were running like 10, 11, 12 bondings rather than running all rank 12s. Bye bye. We got our ADs. So what does that put us at? Puts us at the 29 there. And then we do the salvage thing. Not the discard thing, but the salvage thing. There we go. And then one more piece of salvage. Actually, we'll just do both of them. Why not? And that is a hard day's work for an SW. Boom. And then we'll do the same thing tomorrow, then consolidate AD on every character. And then that's how you make a few hundred AD per day.
My sword. Now show me who to kill.
So I've already done this on my DC earlier. I got stuck playing him for a little while. Just because I really wanted to do a bunch of MSVAs and get my Gwyff weapons. I don't get it. I killed him with the killing flames, but I did not get a puppet. Lame. Lame. Woohoo. Lame again. All the potions on the ground. How do you know which dungeons give AD? Basically, any dungeon gives AD. So you really didn't. I really could have just did like Cloak Tower, which some people do that on like the really really low characters. Only reason why like these other dungeons are worth it because they also give salvage. So you get ADs and salvage 4 ADs. So I want to say if you hit L and then go to earn epic
There are
rewards,
things to be done.
you can run. That's the max that you can get, but it's really only worth running it twice because it starts diminishing really harsh after that. So generally run 2 dungeons, do 2 skirmishes, and then if you want to do some PvP, and then after that, like it's just basically do all your salvage. That's why I just do 2 dungeons, 2 skirmishes, and salvage the rest of the stuff. Boom. And what weapon set am I using? I am using the Hexweaver weapon set. The Sea of Moving Ice relic weapons. It's the fastest way to get another runic bag. So, interesting tale. If you think about what and this is probably more economic than anything, and you determine what it's worth. If you think of what the price point is per bank slot, you'll want to start trying to do the math on what it costs to get a runic bag versus the cost on getting a greater bag of holding versus the cost of getting all guilds. Um, so like let's kind of show you on this guild. These are basically all my bank slots, right? So got all the repositories open for random nonsense. But yeah, most cases it's worth it for players to do the first 2 slots on an alt guild because the cost involved in getting these 2 slots is actually cheaper than buying a runic bag. So just keep that one in mind. And a runic bag only works on the one character versus like you can get multiple characters in the alt guild, or you can just save that alt guild explicitly for just one character in it. Some people do that so they can do farming for what do you call those things? Guild marks. So you can donate guild marks to other strongholds, like your alt strongholds. But yeah, you just have to weigh that on your own to determine like is it worth the hassle for you to have to corral 4 other players together to put together that guild. To me, I think it's worth it, especially if you got friends on your friends list and they're like just sort of on their own. You can just make alt characters, level them up to what is it, level 10 now, I believe. Just make a bunch of alts, put them to level 10, and just make alt guilds, and there you go. Those are your mules. Run and do the first what is it? Few quests. It's like I forget all the areas, but it's the quest that gets you this bag, and the quest that gets you the adventures pack, and then if you this pack is definitely worth it to get the Dragon Horde pack because you get that and free artifact, which while the artifact itself isn't the best, there's a trick to using that artifact that triggers Artificer's Persuasion, so it's definitely worth picking up. And plus, this goes on all your characters when you pick up the pack, so it's pretty nifty. Pretty nifty. Yep. Yeah, people start guilds for a few gold all the time, so that's I'm letting secrets out of the bag. Oh no, Cryptic's gonna come after me. But it's part of the game. It's in the system. Unless they do something crazy like raise the cost for repositories, Like that'd be the only way that they could like start curbing that, because then it'll start having to drive the cost back to their market, so players are left buying bags. Um, yeah, because if you look at that, what's that? 500,000 AD. It's 500,000 AD divided by 24. So you're looking at, wow, is that for real? 20k AD per bag slot? What? There's no way. Am I bad at math, or is that just really, really, is it really that bad? I guess it is that bad. Holy crap. Versus a runic bag, where a runic bag is 1600 times the 500 AD conversion. So that's 800,000 divided by the 36 slots. So that's 22k, 22.222. Okay. So do you want to spend 22k or 20k? So while the runic bag has more slots, you would think economically, um, just to drive that price to make it more worth it, that it'd only be like 1200 for a runic bag. Because then like you would start thinking about it. But like this right here, like the runic bag is more expensive, and per bank slot for per bag slot, it's not worth it. Like you may get more slots, but in the end, those 12 slots are costing you more than these 24 slots, which if you ever bought in bulk, you would think buying a larger quantity, you'd have a you'd get a discount, but that seems to be the reverse here, which is why reason number two, people just screw these bags, I'm just making all guilds. So there you have it. I don't know what I mean, Cryptic has the numbers on how many people are buying those bags, so they'd be able to say whether or not it's worth it for them to do that. And where did I get the Dragon Horde? I think it's you go Y and then packs. Because I already purchased it, I don't have it listed here, but I think there's one called the Dragon Horde pack. Um, so I can probably maybe I'll go up to the reclaims dude and it may be listed in there. But yeah, if you go into the Zen market, it should be listed in packs in this page. And yep, Dragonborn Legend pack. So that's the one that you'd want because it comes with Heart of the Red Dragon and the Dragon Horde bag for all your characters. So that one in itself, to me, is worth it. I forget what the cost is. Like the packs are usually not that much. So how much is that pack? So like even think about this. Um, at 3,500, depending on how many characters you have, like that exponentially increases the amount of bag space that you have. So yeah, like at 3,500 Zen, I'd say that that one's worth the investment. Now, also I want to say like there's like other ways to like just sort of like preserve space, but I wouldn't recommend them. Like some people do tricks like with their overflow bags when they're opening up over other stuff, but they just recently did a patch where if you have like too much in your overflow, and you've probably seen it, you can't queue for dungeons, you can't turn in quests. I was even in a scenario before where like I had an item, like I had actually an empty slot and I was trying to put something on and I couldn't put it on because I had no space. Like I had items in my overflow bag. It's like so I can't free up space in my bank to put on the things that I want to. Like it was just stupid. just made no sense. Oh, I missed the jump. Boom. My little slow warlock. But anywho, guys, I am actually done bouncing around in the enclave. I do appreciate all the questions. If you have more questions, definitely feel free to give me a follow or um, feel free to ask them directly in either on Twitch or on YouTube. So on the videos, if you ask questions, I definitely try to get back to them as soon as possible. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna see if there's anybody else out there in the streamer world that I could send y'all off to. So when I get off, y'all aren't just left staring and wishing that you had some Neverwinter content to view. And let us see, let us see. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and send you guys over to retired. So let us go that route. That and drop back on my page. Cool. And yeah, like I said before, appreciate folks dropping in, and y'all take it easy. Peace.